5 seconds. Start. A former judge of the Supreme Court of India and a former Indian Army commander are among the new governors of states appointed by the Centre on Sunday. The governors of several states and the lieutenant governor of a union territory were also shuffled. In recent years, governors have sought to play a political role in states such as Jharkhand, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and West Bengal, creating a train of controversies. For good reasons, the roles of the military and the judiciary too are topics of interest, particularly with regard to their relationship with the political executive. The executive government's eagerness to control judicial appointments, besides the debate on the collegium system of judges appointing judges, is evident. It has selectively delayed and accelerated appointments recommended by the collegium, effectively exercising powers that it does not have in appointing judges. The Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) has also faced charges of using the armed forces to further its political narratives. Earlier too, retired police and intelligence officers went on to occupy Raj Bhavans, but it was the appointment of a retired Chief Justice of India (CJI) as a governor in 2014 that created a new precedent. Another retired CJI was nominated to the Rajya Sabha in 2020, raising eyebrows. The institution of the governor is a legacy of the British imperial governance structure. The legitimacy of a nominated governor in a democracy was the topic of a heated debate in the Constituent Assembly, but it was carried on into the new republic nevertheless. The governor was to act as a dynamic link between the center and the state, but the makers of the constitution were clear that the posts must remain ornamental except in very narrowly defined situations in which they were allowed discretion in decision making. Over the decades, the overreach of governors has become a serious question in center-state relations and democracy in general. The dominance of the BJP at the center since 2014 has added fresh tensions with the states. The BJP has a vision of national unity that causes anxiety among regional interest groups. The office of the governor was to be embellished by the personalities of those who would occupy it, opening it as a post-retirement possibility for those who are required to stay aloof from partisan politics in their current roles, lowers the dignity of the offices that they leave behind and what they go on to occupy. The latest industrial output estimates from the National Statistical Office indicate an across-the-board loss of momentum in December, with overall production growth slowing to 4.3% year-on-year from November's 7.3% pace, while activity was unchanged or moderated across all the three constituents of the index of industrial production: mining, manufacturing, and electricity. The largest sector, manufacturing, with a weight of almost 78%, was the biggest drag, as the expansion decelerated to 2.6% from the preceding month's 6.4% increase. Assessed on a sequential or month-on-month basis, mining and manufacturing posted slowdowns, with only electricity growing 7.6% in the wake of November's contraction of 1.5%. Manufacturing, where the sequential growth slowed by more than 2 percentage points to 4.7% from 6.9% in the previous month, was weighed down by 3 of the 6 use-based sectors, including consumer durables, consumer non-durables, and capital goods. The three categories reflected a broader trend in the economy. For one, private consumption is still to regain an enduring footing, notwithstanding a post-pandemic surge in pent-up spending, most visible in the services sector. Production of consumer durables shrank 10.4% year-on-year and 2.4% sequentially in December, after rebounding in November following festival demand. Non-durable experienced a sharp sequential deceleration, with growth breaking to 7.4% month-on-month. The capital goods data point to continuing uncertainty on the private sector investment front. Production of the plant and machinery ordered when expanding or starting ventures is struggling to sustain momentum, with output growth sliding appreciably both sequentially and year-on-year. In December, growth from a year earlier in the segment slowed to 7.6% compared with November's 21.6%. Month-on-month, the slowdown was starker, with output barely inching up 0.2% after expanding 30% in November. However, primary and infrastructure and construction goods offer hope that some positive momentum can be built on with the right policy measures. While the sequential pace of growth for primary goods output quickened to 9.2% from 1.1%, the month-on-month advance for infrastructure and construction ticked up to 4% from November's 3.2%. With the RBI's survey of the manufacturing sector's outlook indicating firms expect some softening in order books and overseas demand in the current quarter, a lot will hinge on policy staying supportive. The Union Budget's plan to provide a push for infrastructure through a substantial increase in the government's capital expenditure should provide a big fillip to construction goods and is likely to feed through to other sectors as well in the coming months. In November 2022, the US kicked off its Artemis program by launching the Orion spacecraft towards the moon and bringing it safely back to Earth. India itself is set to embark on its first human spaceflight mission, Gaganyaan, in 2024. The two countries have also taken significant strides in advancing the private space sector. Together, these endeavors will help to shape and impact US and Indian space policies and program over the next decade. In this context, a US-India collaboration seems straightforward. India could secure technologies and expertise by collaborating with an advanced spacefaring nation. the US could strengthen its relationship with India on a matter that seems less controversial than others. But it is not straightforward. Certain structural factors limit the extent to which the US and India can collaborate in the short term. This is why India US cooperation can advance at a measured pace to enable sustainable long term civilian and military space partnerships.